Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. My name's Hillary, and this is so exciting. I'm finally doing this episode. So I'm recording this on the day that I recorded all. I had 6 videos to record, and I'm doing this one last, and it was probably a good thing because it's calmed me down. At the start of these, I was extremely hyper. I've calmed down, and hopefully that will be better. Maybe not, because now I'm tired. But anyway, so I've got... this is so exciting. I'm hyper again. So this is a series within a series. This is part of my crystal recommendations for fictional characters. So I've got notes and I'm trying to read them, and I'm not focusing very well. And the wind is blowing, and I'm hoping that it doesn't pick up the wind. And focus. Okay, so I was watching one of Lisa Papez's videos, and she was talking about the personalities of the court cards in the tarot deck. And I got the idea to do recommendations for them. So I started figuring out how I wanted to do it, and I just recently bought Lisa's Unlocking the Tarot book. I got the ebook version. I'll put a link in the description for that, an Amazon link. So I was getting to the part where she starts, or she just started talking about the major arcana, and I decided I could do the people of the major arcana too, using her keywords. I highly recommend her book. She didn't give it to me. I bought it. I'm not getting sponsored by her. I asked permission to do this. I bought the e-version, and I am probably going to be buying the hard copy too soon. Probably very soon. So after I got through started looking at the major arcana keywords, I skipped ahead just to look at to see the court cards. And holy cow, did it fit perfectly into what I wanted to do. But you gotta wait for that. Her court cards descriptions are... You'll see. It fits perfectly. So, anyway, I emailed Lisa because I didn't want to step on her toes or make her upset. Because I was pretty much going to focus... Calm down. I was focusing so much on her keywords and the way she did the court cards. It was perfect, and I wanted to do that, but I also didn't want to step on her toes, and I felt better asking permission, and she said yes, and I'm so excited. Thank you, Lisa, so much. I am so excited about doing this. I'm sure most of you already know who Lisa is. I'll put a link to her channel in the description too, but I'm pretty sure most of you already know who she is. So we're going to start with the major arcana because that's how far I am in the book as I'm recording this. I'm going to stick with Lisa's order the way she did it in the book. Start with the major arcana and then the order of the court cards, because that's one less decision I have to make. I was thinking about doing like all the kings together, all the queens together, but I'm just going to stick with how she did it. So, I'm going to try to stick to 4 crystals per card, just so that it doesn't get so long. It was hard to narrow it down because each card had so many more possibilities. So narrowing it down to 4 was hard. If you have any recommendations you would like to add to it, put it in the comments. Maybe I'll do another episode where I put your recommendations. We'll see. I'm also going to try not to duplicate recommendations, but it might happen. But I'm going to try not to. So like what you see for this episode, we're going to do the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Empress. So from here on out, I'm going to try not to, what I use for these four, try not to use for any of the others. Try. It might be a little harder. Let's see what else. This is going to be at least 4 episodes, but it could end up being maybe 6. It depends. I know this first one I'm doing a lot of explaining, so I only did 4, but and then to finish off the major arcana, I probably will only do 4 again, and then because I'm only doing the people. I'm not going to do like the star or the moon. I decided not to do the lovers, stuff like that. I'm not going to do those. I'm only doing the people that are people specific. I keep getting distracted. Oh, so in this episode, there's a lot of explaining and apparently a lot of distraction. So I'm going to try, I don't want the episodes to be really, really long. So I'm going to try to just do 4 for this one, 4 for the next one, and then it depends on how long the court card episodes get. I want to try to keep it to 4 episodes, so that would be 8 cards, and that just seems like a lot. I don't know. We'll see once we get to court cards. I'm still going to do the other fictional character videos too, like the TV shows and movies and stuff. And they'll spread out through the series. Maybe. I'll plan as I go. I might just get so excited about the tarot series that I totally forget about everything else, and we'll see. Remember, I am a very novice tarot reader. I am relying heavily on Lisa's book, which is why I wanted to ask her for her permission. Also remember, don't replace medical advice and medication with crystals. Use them to support your doctor's recommendations and prescriptions. So remember that. I say that pretty much every time, and it's very important. I'm going to be giving very basic keywords and descriptions from what Lisa has in her book. There is a ton more information in her book that I use to help choose the crystals. You have to go read her book for the full information. There's no way I can put, plus it's not fair. You need to go buy her book. I'm not going to just read the book to you. It's totally worth it. Like I said, I've got the electronic version, and it's a very good possibility I will soon have the print version. I have this cheap RWS deck from Amazon. I actually think it's an Amazon brand. I've never been able to read well with the traditional RWS deck, but I thought I thought I should have one in my collection, so I bought the cheapest one I could, and it works. Plus it's a good thing I got it, because it's easier, instead of having to go like find the pictures from the internet like I do for all the other types of these videos. I got the card right here. Way easier. So I think we're ready to get started. This is so exciting. I'm so excited. Alright, let me rearrange my notes here. So, calm down, calm down. We're going to move these off to the side a little bit more. For the Fool, we are going to, okay, so Lisa's keywords are risk, new beginnings, innocence, and naive. We're going to focus on protection, learning, focus, and travel for the Fool. So the first one I figured the Fool's going to kind of need some crazy Lisa agate. It's supportive and encouraging. It helps boost brain activity and stimulates intellect. For all that learning he's going to be doing, it encourages maturity and increased self-esteem, helps with transformation, It shows you how to start your life again, helps make decisions in life regarding your goals, helps share your life without external restriction. So while he's going on his journey, there's going to be less things trying to hold him back. It helps with confidence and encourages concentration and helps stay focused on the task. I thought that was really good for him. And this is, as I'm recording this video in February. I don't know when it's going to post, but this is the crystal I'm working with currently. So I think that's a good one for the Fool. All right, next is Apache Tears. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you know this is the crystal I use as like a protection crystal during grief work. It's just to me it feels like it's watching my back. Here in a little bit I recommend Angel Light for another card, and that's the supportive, like I'm there for you at my back, and this is the I'm watching my back crystal. So Apache Tears, and you can't see, but I can see it. You can see through it because it's a volcanic glass. It is so cool. Anyway, Apache Tears relieves stress by bringing opportunities for positive change, so you can come up with a plan of action, which I think the Fool really needs. It brings a sense of hope, protection against negative energies, releases negative energy, restores physical energy. It's a protection while traveling, especially at night, and keeps demanding people away and guards against hostility, support during sorrow, and help accept and release grief. And like I said, I feel like it's a watching my back during deep emotions type of crystal. And I think the Fool, you know, he's going on his journey, and I think that's a good protection crystal for him. The next one is also for protection, Red Jasper. So it's good. Red Jasper is good for protection, good luck, it's grounding, support you can lean on when stress is tearing you down, helps with encouragement to help you take on new pursuits and approach problems with creative solutions, and it's a nurturing energy. I thought that was a really good one for him too. And finally, for the Fool, Tiger's Eye. It helps focus the mind, brings clarity, enhances spiritual visions, support during necessary change that has to occur during your life's journey. It helps with courage, inspiration, good luck, protection. It acts as a spiritual compass, and it helps manifest your goals. So I thought that was really good for the Fool too. So for the Fool, we've got Crazy Lisa Agate, Apache Tears, Red Jasper, and Tiger's Eye. All right, so the next is the Magician. So Lisa's keywords for the Magician are potential, manifestation, capability, and manipulation. So we're going to focus on manifestation, grounding, and getting stuff done. The Fool was really easy to kind of figure out his crystals and what we needed to focus on. The Magician was there's a lot of good information in the Magician's section of Unlocking the Tarot, which made it really, really hard to choose the Magician's crystals. I spent a lot of time figuring out the Magicians because there was so much information. There were so many more crystals I could have added to the Magician's list. The first one I recommend is Selenite. Selenite helps charge magical tools, helps with mental clarity and psychic abilities, and calms and brings deep peace, and it helps with decision making. So if you read the Magician section, I think you'll understand why I chose the Selenite. I hope. The next I have is dendritic agate. It transforms negative energies to positive. And I kind of thought that would. She talks a lot about the manipulation part, the keyword, and so I thought that would kind of help with by blocking the negative, or transferring the negative to positive. That would help with manipulation. Let's see. It's also good for grounding. It attracts abundance, prosperity, and growth, not just monetary prosperity. So, I thought dendritic agate was a good one for the magician. Next one, goldstone. So, goldstone's good for protection. It helps deflect unwanted energies. It grounds your energy in a place of calm, recenters you. Calm stability, helps achieve your goals, and increase ambition. And like I said, if you read everything that's in the magician section of Lisa's book, I think you would understand why I chose that one. All right. Hematoid quartz is the fourth one. So hematoid quartz, it's a quartz with it's a quartz with hematite in it. You can see the layers of hematite in there. It almost looks like a garden quartz, but this one's a hematoid. So it helps with manifest dreams, transform negativity to tranquility. So again, helps with that manipulation. Helps boost concentration and focus, create balance, enhance focus. I already said that. Protective and grounding, inspire optimism and positivity, and helps with self-confidence. So for the magician, we've got selenite, dendritic agate, goldstone, and hematoid quartz. Okay, so for the High Priestess, we are going to, Lisa's keywords are intuition, secret / mystery / inner voice, higher self, riddle / puzzle. So for her, we're going to focus on intuition and gut feelings, problem solving, and what's going on in her head. If you read the section, you'll understand what's going on in her head. You know, she's got, Lisa said that she's keeping this scroll here to herself. She's keeping it a secret. So, but you got to read this. I should give you homework and tell you to read the 4 sections and then watch this video. That would have been a good idea. Maybe we'll do that for next time. So the first one I'm going to go with is labradorite, because it's my favorite for strengthening intuition, clairvoyance, and other psychic abilities. It's also calming. It banishes insecurities and strengthens faith in yourself and trust in the universe. It's a protection, and it helps with spiritual growth. And I think that for everything that's going on with her, I think she needs all of that. If I only could choose one crystal per card, this would have been hers, because I think it covers most everything she needs. After reading Lisa's book, I kind of had a different opinion about the High Priestess. But you have to read her book to understand. Alright, next is honey calcite. This is my favorite get out of my head, stop overthinking things crystal. So I thought that would be good for her. It calms the mind, helps with learning and new skills, improve decision making, open higher potential. It connects emotions with intellect. And like I said, I call it my get out of my head crystal, because it helps me organize everything that's going on in my head and make me stop thinking about the stuff I'm overthinking of. Next, lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli helps, it enables inner peace, helps sharpen intellect through problem solving, It helps with clear communication, enhances memory, enhances psychic clarity, taps into your inner wisdom and trust yourself, and helps you trust your intuition and improves brain function. She's got a lot going on in her brain, as you can tell. And for her, also moss agate. I figured she needed some good grounding. Moss agate helps heighten mental function and improves concentration, awareness, and diagnostic abilities. It helps alleviate pressures of her job. It's grounding. It calms and releases fears, channels energy in practical ways. So she's got a lot going on. She needs that help with her organizing her thoughts and taking care of information she has. And I thought that was good. So labradorite, honey calcite, lapis lazuli, and moss agate for the High Priestess. My battery. All right, last one for this episode. Whoops. Is the Empress. So for the Empress, Lisa's keywords are nurture, mother/motherhood, maternal archetype, divine feminine /goddess, create/creation/birth. Now, so if in her book, she recommends, if you've got problems with the mother keywords, focus on the mother archetype, the qualities of mother, the nurturing, keeping an eye on something, the protective stuff. So we're gonna focus on the qualities of mother. I have mother issues, so to me, thinking it as how a mother should treat a child is different than how I feel. So I think of, like she's saying, the archetype type. She explains it so much better. Go read her book. You'll understand then. Okay, and we're also going to focus on grounding, self-care, and creation. And like I was saying, I had to separate my own mother feelings and associations and remember the maternal archetype. And she did a really good job of explaining what qualities to focus on for that. So we're going to start with angelite. It helps with understanding. It's calm, comfort, reminds you aren't alone. Comfort and support during difficult times, soothing and protective field. All the things that a mother type should do. And I think that's why this is, when I'm having like grief, not just when somebody passes away, just when life gets hard, things aren't going the way I thought, or I miss somebody, this is my favorite. And I think it is because it's got that motherly energy that I never did really get much of as a kid. I was my brother and sister's second mother, and so I made sure that they were all taken care of, and I didn't really get that in return. So I think that's one of the reasons I like angelite so much. Yeah, I finally get that motherly energy. Next, flower agate, which is another one of my favorites. It's a calming, it kind of makes me sleepy to hold it because it's just so calming. It's good for inner peace, restore emotional balance, encourages self-growth, helps you blossom and reach your full potential, protect you from your own fears and self-doubt to allow you to grow, has feminine and maternal presence that is comforting and grounding. So while she's doing all that motherly stuff, this can help her too. Because just because somebody is doing all the mothery type stuff, the support, doesn't mean that they don't need that support too. Alright, next is Moonstone. It helps with fertility, protection, intuition, balances emotions. It's great for workings related to serenity, tranquility, the feminine intuition, and honoring the goddess. It's filled with repetitive, passive, feminine energy. And when I say fertility, I say that as, yeah, there's also the fertility of having a baby, but also you're growing the baby, but also you can grow projects. And like Lisa says in her book, you can nurture a project, keep an eye on it, help it grow, and that's what Moonstone kind of helps with too. So that can help her. And the last one for the Empress is Ruby. It helps protect against loss of heart energy. It balances emotions, expresses love, protects against unwanted energies, protective and shielding, creativity, loyalty, grounding, encourages to follow your passion. It prevents negativity, inspires you to face any obstacle that may bring negative mindset and anxiety. I thought that was a really good one too. For the Empress, we've got Angelite, Flower Agate, Ruby, and Moonstone in here. So, what did you guys think? I'm super excited about this little mini series within the series. I'm so happy. It was so much fun. Thank you again, Lisa Papez, for giving your blessing on this. I love this. This series just makes me happy because it shows you not just, I'm not just sitting there recommending stuff. I'm showing you how it can help these certain characters. So not just in the tarot, but this tarot one is really exciting. But just this whole series in general is so much fun. If you have any suggestions, keep them coming. I have pretty good list. My dog says she's tired of listening to me record. Like I said, I have a pretty good list of TV shows, movies, and stuff. And I've got some lists now of TV shows I need to binge watch from that list. But I'm having so much fun with this series, and I think it helps show you guys how to use crystals in your everyday life too, or how to pick them, I guess. Oh, FYI, no zombie characters. Not because I'm afraid of zombies. It's just they give me majorly weird dreams. I don't know if you remember, there's a Sprint commercial from several years ago. Drove me nuts. Because every time I see that commercial, I'd have weird dreams. And it was a funny commercial. It wasn't scary. And like Mythbusters. Anytime Mythbusters did a zombie themed show, I had weird dreams then too. And it gets a little old. So thank you everyone for the support, your likes, your comments, subscribes, all of that. Thank you, Lisa, for your book and the okay to do these videos. Thank you to Bliss Crystals for making it so easy to buy crystals and for their sales so I can have a huge selection to choose from while doing these videos. So, like I said, put any suggestions for any other fictional characters you want to see in the comments. I If there's any other ones you would suggest for these 4 cards, put your suggestions in the comments too. And now I have a whole bunch of crystals to go put away. So I will see you next time.